The Arctic wind cut like glass across the broken tundra. Once a kingdom of ice and abundance, the polar bear's homeland had become a graveyard of melting memories. The sleuth returned from their third failed hunt, their white coats dulled by hunger and despair. The seals were gone, the fish had vanished. The ice, once vast and unshakable, now cracked beneath their paws, drifting into the sea like forgotten promises. In the heart of the gathering stood Agu, the polar bear king, his voice low and thunderous. There are no signs of food on this land. The ice breaks faster than we can chase it. We are starving. Beside him, Queen Eager's eyes scanned the horizon. The whales have abandoned us. They swim now in the unknown, chasing a future we can't see. Prince Izo, young and restless, added. Even the penguins have fled. Some have crossed the sea to the volcanic islands, hoping fire will do what ice no longer can. And then Princess Izzy, her voice quiet but piercing, spoke the truth none wanted to face. The rest of the animal kingdom, like penguins, seals, reindeer, foxes, rabbits, they're trapped, stranded on drifting city-sized icebergs. And the foxes, they've crowned themselves kings of that frozen paradise. The crowd erupted. Some roared for war, others begged for migration. Let us follow the whales, one shouted. No, let us find Ice City, cried another. If it still exists, it's our only hope. But Izzy's attention drifted. Something strange bobbed in the water, an object, no, a creature floating toward a neighboring iceberg. She slipped away from the noise, curiosity tugging at her like a tide. What she found stopped her breath. A brown bear, half frozen, clinging to a barrel overflowing with fish, his fur soaked, his eyes wild with exhaustion and wonder. What are you? She called out, her voice sharp with suspicion. The bear looked up, teeth chattering, lips trembling. I'll be a frozen bear soon, unless you come hug me. Izzy's nose twitched. Fish. Real fish. Her stomach growled. She stepped closer, cautiously, her instincts torn between hunger and caution. She sat down, back to him, and whispered, Body heat for fish. Anything you want. Quincy murmured, pressing against her, grateful for the warmth and the strange, sudden comfort of not being alone. As they huddled together, Izzy explained the secret of polar survival. Our white fur reflects the sun's rays inward. Beneath it, our skin is black, soaking up every drop of warmth. That's how we survive the cold. Quincy listened, wide-eyed. Black skin, white fur. His mind raced. He remembered the iceberg city he'd passed, guarded by white Arctic wolves. He'd fled then, wounded and alone. But now, he saw it differently. What if, he thought, we could take back that city? What if we could use their fur, not for vanity, but for survival? What if we could build something new? But he didn't speak the plan aloud. Not yet, not here. Instead, he looked at Izzy, this fierce, frost-born princess, who had chosen to share her warmth with a stranger. And for the first time in a long time, Quincy didn't feel like a lost cub. He felt like a spark. And in a world of melting ice and fading kingdoms, a spark might be all it takes to start a revolution.